Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, I'm going to talk you through one of the hardest stages in the city of Cintranos. It's literally a roadblock for anybody trying to progress and collect all of the different kind of like juicy rewards for this season. It is based on something I've seen on Odd One Gaming's channel, by the way. So Odd One Gaming has done a cool video where he utilizes Basilisk to take down the Sand Devil. I'm going to use probably someone who's been sitting in your vault forever, and that's going to be Bushy. So Bushy, I've done a ton of playtesting on this to make sure that it's 100%. Okay, so and I'm not going to say it's an easy build, but I've been playing around with stats. I've been playing around with taking off certain pieces of gear and seeing if that still works. And eventually, this is pretty much my break points of getting this to work. So we've got Bushy here. The reason why it's possible that he can actually do this is because of his passive. He's got this revives this champion with 30% HP and puts unkillable on him for a turn. It's the revive that we care about. So all we need to do is to make sure that we've got this back available by the time that the Sand Devil does this kind of like wipe ability and takes you down. That's one thing you've got to do. But the other thing you've got to do is be quick enough to heal enough when you resurrect to remove all of your destroyed max HP. That's probably the harder thing of the two things to do. As I say, Odd One has done a video with Basilisk, who again probably is one of your Vault Lords. He's got the same skill in effect. It's on a longer cooldown, so I'm guessing he's got him moving quicker. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just fine. Maybe it's exactly the same, but he's got exactly the same skill. Basilisk maybe is better because he's just got a better affinity for the fight. Okay, so you probably need less HP potentially, maybe less stats. Although the cool thing about this one is because I am weak affinity, I know that these stats work. Yeah, I can't suddenly get a strong hit or something and drop down. It would have happened in my runs. The runs are so freaking long that it would definitely happen. You absolutely need regen and immortal. I've tried it with just regen and speed gear. I don't live. Okay, I've tried it. I've tried it with less speed as well. So his worst thing about him probably is his base speed at 90. You need to be around 264, 263 speed, or you can go at like 250 speed if you've got a speed aura. Let me try and think who I was using. I think there's Eurodrim in this group. Yeah. So if you've got like Eurodrim unleveled, you can use Eurodrim for a speed aura. I guess you can use the filter here. Just grab aura, grab speed. Unfortunately, you can't tell it all battles here, which is what we need. So you then need to just kind of like flick through and see who you've got. Most of them are not all battles, I think. This one was... so Mother Superior you might have sitting around as an all battles. Fushan as an all battles is a massive one. But really you want for whoever this to be someone who's just going to drop down dead for you. Deke as well is another one. So there's a few, but ultimately you have to have an all battles speed aura if you're going to go less than 264 speed. If you can get to the 264 speed, by the way, then you could switch this up and look for an HP aura, for example, or a defense aura. Yeah, and then it's like, okay, well, this guy would do it. Anchorite, actually, the starter hero would do it. Yeah, Brogni, no. There's a few. Anyway, so you can get extra stats in other ways. Now, some of the important things you need to do. So speed is one. I think it's the most important stat. If you're below that break point, you don't heal enough when you get the opportunity to heal. You have to have immortal and regen. And then, I mean, I've been pushing my stats down to see how low I can go. I think you could probably survive with 50k health and about 2.2k defense. So none of the other stats matter. It's just speed and then survivability. So I've gone HP, speed, and I've gone defense in the banner. And then I've just been looking really for good speed rolls in these pieces. And then if I can get a nice mixture of defense and HP as well, then great. As I say, it's hard to get to the speed number because his base speed is so damn slow. Now, in terms of masteries here, absolutely need War Master. Yeah, so that's how you do your damage. There's no other way to do damage in this fight. I would say if I was choosing this again, I probably would take Life Drinker, which I didn't take. So that's just going to give you an extra bit of healing. Might make it easier. The only other one I think you absolutely need. So stuff like Lay on Hands is giving you more healing. I would say this is the more important one. Like Spirit Haste to give you, again, that extra speed when your friends die. And you do need to stack out your friendship group with people that are going to die. Okay, so they're the main things. And then we get into the slow run. And it is quite slow. In fact, it's very slow. But, you know, what are you going to do? Go and make some lunch? Come back? That's what I did. So, yeah, basically what we do here is we set it up. We let him roll. I'm just going to show you a couple of kind of clips of it. And then I'll bring you in now and then because it's super long. So we die. He gets his regen. See, he heals at this point. And that's why he needs the speed, because he needs to get multiple hits in whilst the Sand Devil is asleep. That was a big hit against us there. That's about as bad as we get. We'll then get a couple of these smaller hits in. Because he gives himself this speed buff, he does get more turns, which means more healing. The wipe again. We've got to get rid of all of this destroyed max HP. That's why we need the speed and the healing. And it doesn't matter if we heal up to full. We just need to get rid of the destroyed max HP. That's the main thing. If you leave destroyed max HP on there, it's like a plague. It grows and eventually it will kill you. So this is it now. This is it probably for the next half an hour of my life. So I'll leave it playing. I'll bring you back in towards the end and you can see it. As I say, Basilisk does the same job. This is the way that I have got through this stage. Yes, I just think it's the easiest way. It's a one and done type of deal, right? The trouble with it is you're probably going to have to, well, you're going to have to invest in taking this dude to level 60 and giving him masteries if you haven't done that already. I've just done it for this video, honestly, but if you hadn't done that already, then, and it would be the same with Basilisk if you went that way. So, you know, it's the brutal thing. I was talking to Saf about this yesterday. The brutal thing is that next time around in the Cursed City, Bushi might not be an option. He might not be an option. And you've kind of put all of this investment into someone, which, you know, it might be someone you never use again. But I guess, you know, if you do this investment here and you're not doing high level Sand Devil normal, you know, normal stuff, he can do the same there. It's just bloody slow. So I'm not sure if you'd want to or not. But anyway, I'll let it run through to the end. And yeah, I'll show you how long it takes. So I don't think we're ever in danger of dying with these stats, and I don't think we're in danger of worrying about the turn limit either. So that is one way to cheese your way through the Sand Devil. I will say, as I said earlier on, Bushi is the weaker version versus Basilisk. Like, Basilisk will do the same job, but because of his affinity, he's more likely to get weak hits and stuff. I guess what it does prove, though, is that these stats are like, there's no fail from these stats, because I can't get like a surprise stronger hit. I'm already being strong hit a ton anyway. With Basilisk, if you're hoping for weak hits and they don't come, then you might fail that way. I don't know. But anyway, Bushi's probably the lesser of the two, but definitely still feasible. And yeah, it's got me through one of the hardest stages, one of the roadblocks of the Cursed City. Anyway, I've been Hell Hades. Hope that helped. I'll see you soon.